Okay, I try. I really do try. I try my best to be a good boy and to do the right thing. Now, if you know me, you know I have a serious weakness for hot. I mean, the red light is on. Hot Krispy Kreme donuts. I don't want anything fancy. I don't need anything fancy. Just that hot, fresh, down the roller, under the glaze, pouring down on top of them, Krispy Kreme donut. I mean, I could eat my weight in those things and pay for it later. For me to drive by a Krispy Kreme donut store when the red light is flashing and not stop is paramount to an alcoholic having lunch in a bar in the local tavern and not having a drink. Well, okay, I'm probably exaggerating a little bit for those of you who know how serious that struggle is, but suffice it to say, I have a real weakness for those hot, glazed, melt in your mouth donuts. You know, you don't even need teeth to eat those things. They're so soft and good. Now, I've really been trying hard to stay away from those delicious donuts. I'm working on it, and I'm doing well. Then this morning, I get in my car. Now, you need to know I'm recording this on Friday morning, June the 1st. And I get in my car, and I hear them talking on the radio. I'm listening to sports talk, and they're talking on the radio. Can you believe this? Of all things, today, June the 1st, is National Donut Day. Really? I'm not making this up. On the way in today, I was listening to the radio, and people are calling in to the talk show, and they're describing their favorite donuts in great detail. You be proud of me. I resisted calling in. I thought about it. Yep, I was driving and drooling. It's a wonder I wasn't pulled over for driving under the influence of drool, but I wasn't. I came in, I sat down at my computer this morning. I had to check this out. It seems that June the 1st every year really is National Donut Day. Did you know that restaurants all over town today are giving away free donuts? Get this. Krispy Kreme will give you one free glazed donut today. No purchase necessary. I mean, if I timed it right, I could get there when the red light is on. And believe me, I got the hours of the red light memorized. I mean, it'd just be one donut. How bad could one donut be? I'll get back to that in a minute. This all started out as a real good thing. In 1938, the Salvation Army wanted to honor women who'd been serving soldiers during World War I. They wanted to honor those ladies that they called lassies, and so they gave away free donuts. It was also an attempt by the Salvation Army to help the needy during the time of the Great Depression. See? All this is for a good cause. So that means if I go by and get my free donut today, I'll just be honoring the soldiers, and we all love soldiers, right? Again, what would one donut do to hurt me? I mean, what harm could that be? Well, I decided to look up and see. According to dietbets.com, one original Krispy Kreme donut has 200 calories, 22 carbs, and 12 grams. I kept reading, and I'm going to quote. This came right out of this article. It said, many cuts of meat contain far more grams than this donut. While fat grams shouldn't be ignored, a Krispy Kreme donut eaten in moderation shouldn't damage your healthy diet plan. In fact, most diets fail when favorite foods are removed. So enjoy every now and then. Just don't go 8 or your weight scales will tell the truth. I read that and said, praise the Lord. There it is. I'm leaving. I'm going to stop recording right now, and I'm going to go get my free donut. Wait a minute. If I drive all the way over there to get one free donut, you and I both know I'm not going to just eat one if I drive all the way over there. All right, I've had enough fun today about this. I'm trying to make a point, and here it is. No matter how hard you try to do the right things in life, there'll always be temptations, excuses, rationalizations, and arguments for doing the wrong thing. The world makes it so easy to cave in and do the wrong things. There are enticements on every corner. We're promised free this and free that. And we're allured by the charm of the forbidden to taste it. Anybody remember the story of Adam and Eve? Hey, check out this verse I read in the scripture today. Matthew 18:7 says, "What sorrow awaits the world because it tempts people to sin." Temptations are inevitable, but what sorrow awaits the person who does the tempting. Maybe another time we'll delve into what's going to happen to the world for holding that bait out in front of us all of the time. But today I want to focus in on what that scripture says. Temptations are inevitable. Guys, to live is to be tempted. Even Jesus was tempted to turn away from his mission and take the road of comfort. And he had to deal with Peter, the person who was tempted. Jesus said to him, it's recorded in Matthew 16:23. It says, Jesus turned and said to Peter, "Get behind me, Satan. You are a stumbling block to me. You do not have in mind the things of God, but the things of men." Let me remind you that well-meaning, good-intentioned people can lure you away from doing the right thing. Here's the point I want to drive home today. You can always find a reason not to do the right thing. Always. There'll always be people who will tell you, go ahead this one time. It won't matter. Everybody's doing it. Remember that Jesus said in Matthew 7:13, you can enter God's kingdom only through the narrow gate. The highway to hell is broad, and the gate is wide for the many who choose that way. There's one simple principle I want to share with you today, and here it is. Do the right thing. That's it. Just ask God and find out what the right thing is, and then just do the right thing. No matter how uncomfortable it is, no matter what it may cost, no matter how inconvenient it may be. In the long run, you'll never go wrong by doing the right thing. I guess that means no donuts for me today, huh? Here's a thought for you. Just say this during the day today. Do the right thing. And here's a prayer to pray to God. Dear God, help me to know the right things to do, and then help me be committed to doing the right thing. God bless you, and happy Donut Day.